Now is the right time to felicitate Dr. Faiz by Padma Shri Makka Rafiq Ahmed Sahab. I would request the gathering to please stand up and applause for Dr. Faiz. Please. Thank you so much. A huge round of applause, please. A huge round of applause, please. Thank you. So much. Thank you so much. Now we would like to felicitate all our guest of honors. To begin with, Padma Shri Makka Rafiq Ahmed Sahab, to be felicitated by Imtiaz Ahmed sir. Please, a huge round of applause, please. Next, we would like to felicitate Professor Jameel Ahmed Sahab, and the felicitation to be done by Imtiaz Ahmed sir again. Sir, please. Felicitation to Professor Jameel Ahmed Sahab. Please give him a huge round of applause. Next, I would request Mr. Faizur Rahman to felicitate Dr. S.P. Shekhar. Please keep the applause going, please. Thank you. And last but not the least, to Mr. Mukhtar Ahmed Sahab by Faizur Rahman sir. Guys, please give him a round of applause, please. Thank you. And now I request the man of the moment, the man of the hour, the man of the Pernambut, Dr. Faiz, to please address the gathering. Thank you.
In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, respected chief guests, members of the TIET, parents, my dear friends, and all the students who have gathered here, a warm good evening and assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Indeed, today is a very great and happiest day for me to be standing here and to be felicitated for my academic achievements. First of all, I would like to thank Almighty Allah for having given me the opportunity and the blessings to come up to this stage. Second, I would like to thank my family members who have been endlessly waiting for me to complete my studies. I'd also like to thank all my teachers, professors, mentors, friends, and critics, because of whom what I am today. Thank you all. I would also like to thank the members of the TIET today for honoring me. I'm really honored today. Thank you very much. And especially thanks to Mr. Faizur Rahman, Imtiaz sir, Amin Bhaiya, who has, and all the other members of the TIET, Amir, Naveed, Nihad. Sorry if I have forgotten name because I am overwhelmed. Okay, I hope you understand. Okay, thank you. I have prepared a long talk for this evening. My talk will be structured in three parts. One, I would like to tell how I have come to this stage and what are the process, how I went about it. Second, I would like to give some motivation for students and parents who have gathered here. And lastly, the community leaders, what we can do, how we have to, what we can do as leaders of the community for the students coming up here. I started my schooling in Nusratul Islam, and I had done all my schooling in Urdu, okay, and I didn't have the privilege of doing in English, and then I went on to Islamia Higher Secondary School for continuing my studies, schooling to be precise. But I had one small interest, that is, Farooq sir is here, and there used to be champion computers at that time, and I used to go and peep from outside, and there used to be one screensaver where we see globe and galaxies moving. I thought these are the centers where research is doing, where they are doing some research on galaxies, where they are doing some research on the topography or the existence of Earth. But it was just a screensaver. I wasn't sure what was it. So that was the starting point for me to get into learning of computers. And I think I started with, in fact, I followed wherever Farooq sir went. I went to Champions Computer, and then I went to All India Computer Centers, and then I went to graphic designs. Wherever he went, I followed him. And that was during my school times, and I had very craze for computers and learning computers. And during that time, they used to say that I have very good hands in drawing and very good hands in design. But I wasn't matured enough to understand what they mean. All were fine. On one fine day, I lost my father suddenly. And that had a very big impact on me. And still, that was when I was in 10th standard. And later, I went on to do the others +1 and +2 and complete my schooling. And I was a school topper at that time, 2003. This is very important. Like all the students here, as soon as we finish +2, the first and most important question we ask is what should I do now? What will I study? And if you ask, even today, all the students community, they will say, I want to become a doctor. Okay? So I also said, I also want to become a doctor. And later I realized that whatever marks I have got, though I was a school topper, whatever marks I have got was not sufficient enough to get a medical seat. And my family members, they also knew about it, and they went on and to find out, is there any other way where we can get seats? Of course, by management or through minister's quota. And in fact, they went on to find one minister who agreed to give me a medical seat. And it was the same government which was ruling today, was ruling then. Okay? And you know how this government works, right? Kalila Mandri, Sangalo Endri. So the next day, he was sacked. He agreed to give me a degree, but next day he was sacked. And that was the end of medical seat. And I wasn't really interested in doing any other engineering course. and thankfully my family members didn't force me to take up any engineering courses, and I didn't join any engineering or any course as soon as I completed my plus 2. Imagine a situation where you have topped a school and you didn't go and join for any course. I didn't go, I joined in the next year, not in the immediate year. Why? I was not interested in joining engineering. I wanted to do doctor, but I didn't get the seat. So in that 1 year, I spent the entire 1 year learning some drawings and went on to do other computer courses. And I got admission into Miyasi Academy of Architecture. I should thank the professors over there, Professor Anwar Sharif and Dr. Director Altaf Ahmed, who has been instrumental in my career. And interestingly, if the architecture students will be aware of, we have something called training. We have to spend 6 months or 1 year time in industries or firm as a part of course. And during that time, I realized that I will not fit into this working system. Whatever system we are following today, the work culture, I will not fit into. This is not the right place where I can work. This 9 to job work, working for 6 days, sometimes 7 days, working day and night. I started hating this work environment. Later, that moment, I decided, okay, I will not go into this system. The other way is you should go into higher studies. Then I went on to Anna University, and like sir was saying, Anna University, everybody dreams to go to Anna University and study in that campus, and I was fortunate to be there. But as soon as I entered that school, it was a nightmare for me. Honestly, it was a nightmare for me because I went from Miyasi Academy of Architecture, where we have sophisticated infrastructure that time, and when I went to Anna University, I felt, okay, this is not the place I want to be. It was like a shift from smartphone to Nokia 1100. And I used to call my mom and say, nahi, mujhe yahan nahi padhna hai, I want to quit. I don't want to be here because this is not the place for me. Later, thanks to Professor Shekhar, he was heading the department that time. He brought a lot of changes, and both infrastructure as well as in the curriculum itself. He brought people from United States, a team from United States, and we had a joint studio with them. And that was the moment I realized, okay, I'm in right place. This is what I was expecting for. Okay. In addition to that, later in 3 months' time, or rather in 4 months' time, he brought another program that is on exchange program to France, where I happened to, I was selected for a grants by French government and happened to go to France. And whatever time I spent in France was one of the beautiful moments, and it was, I should say, precisely if I say it is a paid study cum leisure program. I was just traveling all the cities. I happened to travel London, Netherlands, Italy, Spain, Portugal as a part of the program itself. I had an opportunity to travel around it and experience visually. You can see architecture. We can learn more by experience, by visiting those places. And I had that opportunity in the early stages of my studies itself. And then I came back to an university and completed my master's. And again, there's no goal after this. I have to go to industries again. And I had already a problem with these industries. So I thought, okay, maybe let's see, is there any scope for development, or is there any change from what I experienced in BIAC level? I gave one interview at MNC. They called me for personal interview. That was the only, this was the first and last interview I gave for that. consulting firm, private consulting firm. And the interviewers interestingly said, you will not fit into the system anywhere in the world. The best way is to you set up your own office or do higher studies. Okay, I tried the other option. Okay, I'm not fitting into this work culture. I will make a partnership with somebody and let's see if that works. Interestingly, one architect from Coimbatore to whom I sent my works, he was really, he liked my work and he sent me vehicle for interview and he called me to his office and said, okay, let's do some partnership. And I landed at around, let's say, 12 in the afternoon. He started talking from 12 in the afternoon to midnight. He non-stop talking. So I realized, okay, even this is not the right place where I want to be. This is not the kind of work environment I'm looking for. So again, I went back to university and I requested Professor Shekhar to take me as a student to do further studies. And he agreed to this on one condition, that is, I have to finish my work within 2 years. And that was actually impossible task, but Alhamdulillah, I was able to finish all my work within a little more than in 2.5 years time, Alhamdulillah. And the biggest joy was finding out new things. Research is when you try to see a problem, okay, we all see a lot of problems in day-to-day activities. And if you want to find out new solutions to it, what are the new solutions you want to find out? If you can find out one answer to that problem, that joy, that satisfaction you get is nowhere you can find, nowhere it can be matched to the work environment or any other thing. Okay, so that was the moment I realized, okay, this is the right track I'm going. This is what I should be working on from here. Okay, and then we sent our research proposals to the US, and he said the comments were overwhelming, and he said, the reviewer said, this is something unique what the outcomes of my research has been, and he said this can be converted into some kind of software. We can convert the output of this research into some kind of software. So that uniqueness or the new component which as a end product of result that came out was so satisfying that I thought, okay, this is the right place. This is what I should be working on from now, and this is the line I should carry forward. Okay, so that was my story so far. Currently now I work in School of Architecture and Planning and Institute of National Importance in Vijayawada, where I teach and I do some research as well. And I have a consultancy also on formation studio, which I practice as well. That was the story. And coming to the message. I see a lot of students are here, right? Every one of us has a page in history. Okay, we leave some page in the history to be referred. What is that page? What am I? What will I be remembered for? Okay, if you can find an answer to this, we will be working towards it. Okay, that answer you have to find out. But the entire world is after you. They want you to grow. They don't want you to be the unique. They don't want you to be unique. They want you to be like everybody else. Okay, the students have to decide in the early stages itself that whether you want to be unique, you want to stand out, or you want to be one among the others. That decision has to be taken at early stages. And particularly, it is very unfortunate that we are just fine, we are fine with okay, average, mediocre, okay? But even in Islam, it is said, if you ask for Jannah, what we say? We ask for Jannatul Firdaus, okay? So, we have been taught from the beginning that we have to aim for the highest in whatever you do, education, business, studies, whatever. Aim for the highest. That is what is being taught to us, and unfortunately, we are not following that up. And I would like to highlight one more point and then wind up my talk. For example, if you let's say today you are changing your mind, the students community, okay, and you want to become a doctor, that is not your target. You should say, I want to become the world's best doctor. That should be the target, and you should work for it. Alhamdulillah, inshallah, in one day, even if you cannot achieve the world's best doctor, at least you can achieve India's best doctor. If not India's, state's best doctor. If not state's, district's best doctor. Even if you cannot achieve that also, you can inspire people. Okay, so that we should keep our expectation, we should keep our goals very high. Finally, one message I would like to share with the leaders of our community, the elders also. According to, as per the census 2011, the population of Pernambut is 51,000. Unfortunately, we have only 7 schools for higher secondary school. Sorry, 9 schools we have, 4 higher secondary schools and 5 primary and high school. But that is not good enough. Even if you do the basic requirements, if you calculate the basic mandatory rules, we are in short of at least 4 primary schools and 3 higher secondary schools. I am happy that Bashiruddin sir is here. They have done Consumers Welfare Protection Society of Pernambut has extensively been working on this line, but we would from our side or from my side, we would request that this matter has to be taken up very seriously, because we need schools. We need at least 3 schools. We are in short of schools, and these schools are the foundations for whatever the expectations we are looking for from the students. Okay, unless we have good schools, we cannot expect results from this. If you want to see some visible change in our society, that has to come from the school. And I hope this message is taken, well taken, and I hope we will see something in very near future. ख्वाहिश से नहीं गिरती फूल झोली में, वक्त के शाख को हिलाना होगा. ख्वाहिश से नहीं गिरती फूल झोली में, वक्त की शाख को हिलाना होगा. कुछ नहीं होगा अंधेरे को बुरा कह के, अपने हिस्से का दिया खुद को जलाना होगा. अपने हिस्से का दिया खुद को जलाना होगा. With this I conclude. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.